Well, the Olde Glory building in Seward was built 4 years after the town was founded, and it's still a part of the community today.
Now it's a theater and a fellowship hall, but the historic building has been used in many ways in the 4th of July city. In this segment, Grace McDonald traces back the history of Olde Glory, of the Olde Glory Theater in Seward.
Inside Olde Glory's former sanctuary.
Oh, this is ridiculous. We never should have come here.
Wait a minute. You asked me to dinner. Why are you worried about the price?
There really isn't a bad seat in the house.
Well, the space is pretty intimate. It allows for the audience to sit pretty close to the stage, even if you're near the back of the auditorium space.
At the Olde Glory Theater, you can catch a melodrama, a comedy, or even small music groups in Seward. But before spotlights were installed, this space used to be a church where congregations of more than one denomination listened to sermons. Its history dates back to 1872, when Olde Glory was built.
It really is, possibly the oldest building in Seward.
But it didn't always sit here. The congregation moved the Presbyterian church from the southeast side of town in 1902.
And they did a big new front vestibule to it. So the appearance was so different. And just by looking at the pictures, you could kind of lay them side by side and say, my goodness, is this the same building or not?
At one point in its history, the Presbyterians merged with the Congregational Church to create a federated church in the same space with the same pastor.
But they still had two different voting assemblies, two different governance structures. You can imagine that probably didn't work very well. So it eventually fell apart. And it went back to being a Presbyterian church for the rest of its history.
In 2013, the Seward Area Chamber of Commerce purchased Olde Glory with the idea of renovating it into a theater and community hall. Today, the building is in the care of the Olde Glory Foundation, a nonprofit ran entirely by volunteers.
Seward had just started a Christmas festival, and they acquired the Star City floats from them when their parade stopped. So we thought, oh, it'd be really cool if we could find a place to have a Christmas play.
Where pews used to be, community members built a stage and removed the carpet to reveal the original flooring.
That was glued down, so you were on your hands and knees scraping with a little chisel to get it all off. And then after we did that, then someone sanded it and refinished it. So it's really nice in there now.
While relying on donations, the board members also attached and renovated a fellowship hall and converted Sunday school rooms into dressing rooms, all to help preserve Olde Glory's history and the arts.
Oh, thank you.
For Pure Nebraska, I'm Grace McDonald.
Yeah, that is a neat building there. And by the way, you can enjoy a play this weekend at the Olde Glory Theater on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Concordia University students are performing a comedic mystery called Did Someone Say Murder? You can go to our web story for showtimes and how to buy tickets.